welcome back to Real Health. If you've just tuned in, we all have a medicine cabinet at home, right? Well, in this new season, we're going to make sure your medicine cabinet is stocked with the good stuff in our brand new feature called the Real Health Medicine Cabinet. The team and I have gone out and we've tried and tested some of the most popular natural products on the market, and we're inviting experts to give us more insight into these products and the conditions that they're good for. So first up, we've explored the market for a natural product for stress. But before we look at the product, it's important to know what causes stress, the health risks, and what lifestyle changes you should be making. And so to shed some light on the topic is Dr Erika Coertzen, and she's come all the way from Tsenin. Thank you so much for making the trip. It's great to have you with us. So this is the thing about stress. No one can really get away from it, right?
Nobody can. No, for sure.
And it's not altogether bad. You get good stress, you get bad stress, but just explain to us what's happening biologically, what's happening in our bodies when we're stressed out.
Stress is the body's natural response. We have to have it. And that is the reaction that we get if there's any threat in the environment. Okay? And the body has to adapt. So then the body produces the stress hormones to get the body ready to make difference, and so it has an effect on the temperature.
To make a decision whether it's going to flight or fight.
That's right. Yeah, we often talk about the fight and flight reaction. So the body is then in a high or in a ready state for the fight and flight reaction.
So people don't understand that there's blood flow to the limbs, away from the digestive area. So when you're stressed out and you're eating, it affects that as well?
It affects that, yes. I think the biological effect on stress is actually every organ and system.
Yeah.
It has an effect on the heart rate, on the respiration, on the digestive system. So what often happens, it will actually go to systems that's more important and actually away from the digestive system.
Yeah. Does it actually increase blood flow to the brain? Can you think better? Is there clarity, or is there an opposite effect?
First, there is clarity. Okay, so you have to, your brain has to make quick decisions. You know, what is the right thing to do? Must I run or must I fight? You know, and so, but I mean, long ago that was what we needed to do. Now it's to think what is the best option, what is the right thing to do, but then chronic stress is going to start to have the opposite effect.
So this is the thing, is I read an article that your stress may be making you stupid. It's a catchphrase, but some people feel they're dull. They can't think. There's this brain fog, and they're not relating that to that constant chronic stress that they're experiencing.
Yes. Because the stress hormones actually just stay in the body and it builds up, and it's everyday stress. And when you're in the fight and flight reaction, you actually focus only on the here and now.
Yeah.
So what will happen then, over a long period of time, the brain gets overwhelmed, and then you begin to actually forget. You know, and your memory begins to feel, well, you know, my memory is gone, and you've got this brain fog, and you just feel, I'm not having my normal, I can't do the normal things that I used to do.
Yeah. So when does good stress become bad stress?
Good stress will always be short term. Okay. So when you've got exam, when you've got a deadline, you know, anything like that, where you have to actually just be very ready and do something because the work needs to get done.
Start of a race.
Absolutely. Athletics and so on. So that's the good stress. When your body actually needs it and it's going to actually do better with it. But then it's going to change. If it stay and this and something is just keep on, I think, like lifestyle now, and just the fact that it's so complex and fast, and there's not enough time even to do things that help you with stress, then it becomes bad stress.
So what should they do to interrupt that good stress before it becomes bad stress?
I think daily now we all have stress. I actually just want to mention, we say that helplessness, which is often part of our daily life, actually causes trauma, not even stress.
Wow.
So which means it overwhelms the body's coping mechanisms. The body doesn't have the resources to actually deal with that continuously. So we have to be aware of that. We have to be actually in contact with our bodies. If you've got any symptom, like in chronic headaches or muscle pains, chronic or any immune system disease, then you know your body is completely overwhelmed. So lifestyle changes will always be important, and I think it is what, like you mentioned, walk around, take a few deep breaths, do something that's really just going to calm you down. Make sure actually, if you're in a high pressure job, that you actually do have a lunch break. And
don't take it at your desk, please.
And don't take it at your desk. Yes. Go out and then make sure that you actually go home and be aware of it.
Yeah.
And we all know exercise is good. And I usually tell people, exercise with your family. Go for a nice walk. Make sure that you get enough sleep, that you take care of your body and be good to yourself. Make time for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, have a good hobby. Always make sure that there's certain things that's going to be good for you, relaxes you, and energizes you.
Sometimes just breathing, because when you stress, you have shallow breathing, or it starts off as deep breathing, and then if it's chronic stress, you end up with shallow breathing, right? Just in your chest
Absolutely.
area.
And that comes from the nervous system that you don't think about. It's what do we say, the autonomic nervous system.
Yes.
So it just happens. So if you just get to the point where you realize a few times a day, just take a few deep breaths, because breathing is directly connected to the stress brain, and it will immediately calm you down and make you feel better, think better, and just feel okay, right, I can make better decisions and I feel calm.
You've brought a product into studio for us. We've actually tried it out. It's called Sédatif PC. I'll give you one box. It's always nice to hold something when you're on television, right?
Sure. Yes.
Tell us about this product, and it helps with not just stress but anxiety and sleeplessness as well.
Yes.
Why is it so good?
It's a very nice product that I really use a lot. It's a combination of 6 different ingredients, which means it's going to take care of all the different aspects of stress. The physical ones, like pains and stomach pains and cramps and things, the irritable bowel type of symptoms, the anxiety and the and often just the tiredness that comes with stress, the tension
in the body,
just that feeling that you feel I don't feel well, especially if you with exams and things like that, where it really helps, and also the sleeplessness, which is an absolute byproduct of chronic stress, you know. And so it's a combination that's going to help you with all the different types of stress.
And it's a homeopathic product.
It's a homeopathic product.
What does that mean for someone that doesn't know, hasn't been watching the show, when you say this is a homeopathic product versus other products on the market for stress?
Homeopathic product means there's no side effects. It's really safe, and it works with the body's own immune system or the body's own defensive mechanisms.
Okay.
You can use it with other products.
Okay.
But I think the main thing is it's safe. Babies can take it, pregnant women can take it.
Okay.
And this specific product, the nice thing is there's no drowsiness, there's no interaction with any other product.
Okay.
So you can actually use it with other products as well, medical products, anything else. And it's got a wide variety of things that you can use it for.
Should you make your doctor aware that you're on it or you're taking it?
I usually tell people, tell your doctor everything. Yeah.
Okay.
And but this is a product that is really safe for people if they want to go out there and get themselves something. This is a safe product to use.
Yeah. The one thing that I found interesting, and perhaps you can explain it to people, is that with a lot of homeopathic products, you're taking it sublingually, so under the tongue. Why is that?
Okay, the absorption of this is mainly through the mucous membranes.
Okay.
So you actually don't have to take this under the tongue, in the mouth, and we usually explain to people a clean mouth because the absorption is there. So you can just suck it and it will actually dissolve.
Okay. Yeah. Are there, there some ingredients that I wouldn't even be able to pronounce? I think the only thing that I really can say is calendula. Or calendula. I don't know how you pronounce it. But, just, touch on some of these ingredients and why they're so good for stress as homeopathic ingredients. You don't have to go through all of them, but just give us an idea.
I'm just thinking the first one on the box is aconite, and aconite is something that we use for the immune system, for fevers and things like that.
Okay.
But we also use it when you've had a shock. For instance, if you've been in an accident, aconite's a great one because it will go to the body directly, and the stress response will obviously be kicked in. So aconite's a great one for that, and we also know it's going to protect you against diseases and that. Same thing with belladonna, and both belladonna and aconite is good ones for stress as well. And when you've got a sleep disorder, if you've got nightmares and things like that, it's really very, and calendula's calming.
Yes,
we know that.
You see it in creams creams, you know, certain teas as well.
Absolutely, well known. And then if you just think of the other one, Chelidonium, it's a great one for digestive system and for digestive cramps and for liver and things like that. So that's why it's a really nice combination for all the different aspects that's you know, stress can do to the body.
Yeah, so a lot of people that have IBD, IBS, they're not making that link that they need to control the stress in their lives, and then perhaps those symptoms will be relieved.
That was the first trigger. That's what's happened. Chronic stress actually built up and caused problems.
So where do people find this? How do they get their hands on it?
They can find it at all the leading pharmacies and health shops.
Okay, and they can just ask for it. It's Sédatif PC.
Yes, Sédatif PC. So it's really available out there.
Okay,
and they can ask, and
it's quite bold branding. I have actually seen the product before trying it out as well, and so the Real Health team has tried it out, and we're putting it into our Real Health medicine cabinet as well. So you should too. Thank you so much for joining us. You've come all the way from Limpopo, so all of the viewers that are watching that are looking for an integrative doctor in the Tzaneen area, now you can go to Dr Erika Coertzen as well.
Thank you so much.
We look forward to having you back on the show. And if you suffer from a sleep disorder like sleep apnea, insomnia, or even simply not being able to switch off, make sure you stay tuned, because when Real Health returns, we visit a clinic that is specifically designed to help people get a quality uninterrupted sleep. And later, how to eat yourself happy. Don't go away.